What is the most powerful force in the world? Is it the strongest army, the richest king, the hardest diamond? The ancient Chinese sage Lao Tzu, writing over 2,500 years ago, would say it is none of these things. He would say that the most powerful thing in the universe is water. Water is soft, it is yielding, it seeks the lowest places, it does not resist, and yet, over time, it can carve its way through the hardest rock. It overcomes all obstacles not with force, but with persistence and adaptability. This is the central, beautiful paradox of one of the wisest and most mysterious books ever written, the Tao Te Ching. This short, poetic text is the foundational scripture of Taoism, and it offers a completely different operating system for life. Today on Geeky Philosopher, we are not going to try and conquer the world. Instead, we're going to learn to flow with it. This is a journey into the ancient, quiet, and profound wisdom of the Way. Segment 1. The Tao That Cannot Be Told. The very first line of the book presents us with a beautiful challenge. It says, "The Tao that can be told is not the eternal Tao. The name that can be named is not the eternal name." Lao Tzu is telling us right from the start that the core concept of his entire philosophy, the Tao, is beyond words. It is ineffable. It's not a god to be worshipped. It is the natural, spontaneous, mysterious, and harmonious flow of the universe. It is the way things are. It is the underlying pattern that connects everything, from the spinning of galaxies to the growing of a tree. The goal of a Taoist is not to understand the Tao with their intellect. The goal is to get in tune with it, to align themselves with its natural current, and to move with it, rather than struggling against it. The entire book is not a definition of the Tao, but a series of poems and metaphors that point us toward it, like a finger pointing at the moon. So how do we get in tune with the Tao? This brings us to the heart of Taoist practice, the concept of Wu Wei. Wu Wei is often translated as non-doing or effortless action. This is not about being lazy or passive. It is actually the highest form of effectiveness. It's the art of acting without striving, without force, in perfect harmony with the natural flow of a situation. So think about a swimmer caught in a strong ocean current. The person who practices what we might call hard action will panic, and try to swim directly against the current. They will quickly exhaust themselves and unfortunately, drown. Now the person who practices Wu Wei will not fight the current. Instead, they will relax, float with it, and gently guide themselves diagonally toward the shore. They are using the power of the current to help them, not fighting against it. They achieve their goal with minimal intelligent effort. This is the Pu Wei we've talked about before. It's really about letting go of our rigid, ego-driven need to control everything. The wise person, like water, adapts to the container they are in. They are flexible, responsive, and they achieve great things precisely because they are not trying to force them. So our modern culture is kind of obsessed with being full schedules, full bank accounts, full of knowledge. It seems like everywhere we look there's this drive to fill up every part of our lives. But the Tao Te Ching actually offers a pretty radical counter-philosophy, the power of emptiness. Lao Tzu uses these simple yet brilliant metaphors. He says, 30 spokes share the wheel's hub. It is the center hole that makes it useful. A wheel works, not because of the solid spokes, but because of the empty space in the middle that lets the axle turn. He continues, we shape clay into a pot. It is the emptiness inside that holds whatever we want. The value of a cup is not in its walls, but in the emptiness it contains. This is a profound lesson for our own lives. We are so focused on filling ourselves up, with achievements, with knowledge, with self-importance. But the Taoist sage understands that it is by emptying ourselves that we become truly useful. By emptying our minds of rigid opinions, we become open to new ideas. By emptying our ego, we make space for true connection with others. By emptying our schedules of non-essential busyness, we create the space for what is truly important to emerge. In emptiness, there is infinite possibility. Segment 4, The Sage's Paradox, Strength and Weakness. The Tao Te Ching is, well, a book of paradoxes. It constantly flips our conventional understanding of the world on its head. It tells us, the softest thing in the universe overcomes the hardest thing in the universe, like water wearing away rock. The highest good is like water, which nourishes all things without trying to, and flows to the low places that men disdain. To know is to not know, a call for intellectual humility. And most famously, it gives us a radical new model for leadership. The wise leader, the sage, does not command from the front. They lead from behind. They are humble, they are gentle, and they empower others. The text says when the master governs, the people are hardly aware that he exists. When his work is done, the people say, "Amazing, we did it all by ourselves." This is the ultimate expression of Wu Wei. The greatest strength is found in gentleness. The greatest knowledge is found in humility. And the greatest leadership is found in being almost invisible. The Tao Te Ching is a perfect antidote to the stressful, striving, and ego-driven nature of our modern world. It does not offer a 5-step plan to success. It does not tell you to hustle harder. It offers a different path, a path of yielding, of acceptance, of harmony. It invites us to stop fighting with reality and to learn to dance with it. It's really a call to be more like water, to be soft yet persistent, to be humble yet powerful, to be yielding yet to overcome all obstacles. This is not a philosophy of resignation. Instead, it's a philosophy of profound, quiet strength. It's the wisdom that understands that honestly the greatest victories are won not through force but through flow. This small ancient book is a source of peace and clarity that has nourished souls for over 2.5 millennia. It's a reminder that, there is a deep, quiet and harmonious current flowing beneath the chaotic surface of our lives. We only need to be still enough to feel it. If you are someone who is searching for a wiser, calmer and more harmonious way of being in the world, then you are a friend of the Tao. So consider subscribing to Geeky Philosopher, where we believe that the most profound wisdom is often found in the most gentle whispers. Thank you for being here.